You ready?
Yeah.
One stick.
One. How many sticks?
One stick.
One stick. I can't even see it.
Wow! That came close. Okay.
All right. Are we gonna do it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Several sticks.
Okay. You go right in, right?
Yep. Let's go see if it comes out over there. That feels good. Sounds like there's a waterfall over there. Woo! You know, I bet that would be cool to sit on. Just sit.
Thing for sitting on.
What?
It'd be cool to sit on there.
Don's got this thing for sitting on stuff.
I bet that feels really good.
Earplugs, batteries. So you just got your bike soaked.
Where are we at, Don?
We are halfway between Rock Springs and Bracketville. After about a third of the way.
A third of the way to Bracketville
Yeah.
from Rock Springs. There are the bikes.
I bet it's. Can you hear the waterfall over there?
Can you help me? What's that? That work?
Okay, we're at our campsite. It is 11:35 or 40. Don got us here on time.
Yeah, right.
This is where we'll set up camp.
For 4 hours and then tear it all back down again.
All I can say is
Maybe 110 is a good idea.
stars are bright deep in the heart of Texas. Is that true, Don?
In the heart of it.
Right now they are.
I bet the moon is bright.
The moon is bright. We're not very bright. Hope y'all are fooling around today. So, Ramon, how little is your tent? Are you the little pole in the tent?
I'm the little pole in the tent. Hopefully it'll take a little time to set up. It's morning, it's about 8:15. We didn't get a very good night's rest, but it was some rest. We're about to go to the park ranger office and pay our campsite fees and then go exploring.
On his right hand, he's got an ladder that just shows him going to spear. On his right, his left hand, he's got a deer, a shaft, and a circle. You see circles a lot pictured in the pictographs. But he did his any of you know a little how the name Basin up in the hill country. There's a restaurant up there that has two of his statues right outside the restaurant. Probably both of them ran about $5,000 or $6,000, but it's a southwestern theme restaurant, and they bought 2 of his works of art. Well, I'll mention this later down the road down here. But you'll see some of these. You'll see shamans. It's not a big panel of paint, but it's kind of the Rosetta Stone of the pictograph interpretation out in this area. This is Seminole Canyon here, and it was named after the famous Army scouts of the 1870s and early 1880s that fought the Comanches and the Apaches out here. They were the Negro Seminole Indian Scouts, and they camped just up canyon here at a spring called Seminole Springs now. When they came and went from Brackettville, Fort Clark, all the way out to Fort Davis, about 30 or 40, about 45 miles west of here, they camped here in the canyon, and they did a pretty good job against the Comanches and the Apaches. And their famous leader, Lieutenant John Bullis, those of you that are from the San Antonio area know Camp Bullis. Well, that's the same John Bullis who became a general later on. He led those scouts, and 3 of them, by the way, are Medal of Honor winners from those Indian battles back in the 1870s. With John Bullis. Those higher floors were gone thousands of years before the first humans came in here. That was the first thought a lot of people had too, that this shelter had to have been a higher floor at one time, 2,000 or 3,000 years ago.
There's a tree going up there?
Possibly.
Like one of these or something they call upon?
Very possible. Now you're getting to probably the true way. Temporary scaffolding and ladders, yeah. Temporary. They would build something out of a couple of good-sized branches or something for the purpose of painting the wall. Right directly in front of the head of this spirit of the shaman figure. Well, why the circle? Well, in primitive art around the world, circles are usually entrance points to somewhere. In this case, they're entrance points or a vortex into the spirit world. The artist 4,000 years ago had to figure out, well, you know, and it may have been the shaman. The shamans are probably, in most cases, the artists as well. See that, Andy?
Most of the old pictographs, the 4,000-year-old pictographs, mostly of shaman figures, you never saw the shamans touching each other or touching another person.
Grinding holes where they grind seeds and pods and all kinds of food items there to kind of grind it up into powder so they could consume it.
Yeah, I don't think his foot's supposed to
Or
be
the
there.
shelter would not have looked this way when they lived
He's
here.
off the
But
beaten
much
path.
I know,
much
he's
flatter,
kicking up dust.
easier to,
Stay on the rubber mat, sir.
This side has been dug for 70 years.
Although the guide over there, like the one that's a quarter mile away, he's like waving his arms at you.
Don't go over there!
Stay on the rubber mat! You bikers, you Del Fuegos, stop causing trouble!
I think we need to film Don going the rest of the way up these stairs.
Okay, we're halfway up. The first third.
Feet of stone. Stone.
So how did the Sharmans do it?
Hey, you can take some red fingernail polish from your wife and draw a pictograph on there. And a shaman. With the role of shaman.
Shamanism. What was that guy's name?
Okay, I'm ready.
Mr. Whipple.
Whipple! Yep. He could be the leader of shamanism. The grand poobah of shamanism, Mr. Whipple.
Okay, Don, you ready?
Yeah.
All
If I
right.
don't go now, I won't ever go.
Okay.
I'll get a head start.
All right.
I can't believe you're following me.
It's more fun back here. We can take pictures.